Hi, I'm Pete Rosethorn. Welcome to the West Real Estate Program, coming today from Classic Pools and Patios. I'm hosting this program because I get to find out a lot about real estate, buying, selling, renovating, and the information I get is given to me by professionals involved within the game. This week, Dan, with the hair, is at PM Spray on Paving.
Their services include wood looks and stone look finishes. It beats busting your back paving with real rocks, and designs can get quite intricate too.
Aaron, without the hair, is with our premium partners HIA.
Housing that's fabricated in a factory and delivered and installed on site really provides a fully functional, cost-effective building solution and also improves the overall affordability equation.
Allan's getting some tips from Scott Park, not hair, home.
Look, it's not a matter of trust, I think it's a matter of choice. If you're going to trust, you trust your own instinct on which way you want to take it.
And our new boy Hans, who's got beautiful hair, tragically all over his body, is at 740 Designs.
And what about window placement? How is that important?
Well, obviously it's really important with regard to natural light and heating and cooling, but you also must be mindful of your furniture and its placement.
Welcome to the West Real Estate Program. And as I mentioned before, I'm at Classic Patios and Pools, and I have Steve with me. Hello, Steve.
Hi, how you going?
Thanks for
Pete?
doing the show with me.
Yeah, no problem at all.
Feeling comfortable, relaxed?
Yeah, absolutely.
We look pretty relaxed in our little chairs at the front of our chalet, if you don't mind. This is a chalet, is it not?
It is. This is one of our wood chalets.
And you have what else here?
We also have granny flats and patios as well.
Okay, patios, I'm familiar with. Granny flats, I presume, would be a slightly bigger version of the chalet.
That's right. Granny flats come with a full kitchen, laundry, full self-contained living.
The granny flats is where I'm coming to play because I've got 4 kids, and I've said to one of them, I don't care who it is, the wealthiest, hopefully, will be in a granny flat out the back, so get used to it, you'll be buying it. So I'm looking at your range today. This, though, is a chalet. As teenagers, I could probably put them out the back in one of these babies, could I not?
Yeah, absolutely. The kids love these units, whether it be just a play area, music room, or an art studio. They really enjoy their own space out the back, and that's where these cabins come in perfect.
And do they need a building permit, or what's required to get one up?
Yeah, you do need a building permit for any of the structures that we build, but we organise all of that for you. So it's all inclusive in the one price, and we do all the work.
Doesn't come in a kit form, does it?
We do it in a kit form, and you can choose to do it yourself if you wish, but we do have qualified people that are happy to put it up
No,
for
I'll be
you.
calling you in for that one.
Yeah, great.
Without doubt. And look, I can't wait to see the whole range because, as I said before, I'm just a little bit excited to be here. So thanks a lot for coming, and stick with me because we're coming back and we're talking great detail, Steve. But first, here is Dan, and he's at PM Spray on Paving.
Rarely a day passes when we don't make physical contact with it in one way or another. And although it comes in many creative shapes, colours and sizes, there's a good chance it's never even been noticed. But without it, our lives would be very, very different and a whole lot less stable. It's probably a little more dramatic than I needed to make it. I'm, of course, talking about the stuff we walk on, concrete. Not just any concrete, though. This is an alternative offered by Perth's largest resurfacing business. And it doesn't get laid in slabs. They spray it out of a hose. PM Spray on Paving is their name, and their showroom is downtown Wangara. Let's meet owner Peter. Pete, it makes sense to me. This is sort of the perfect way to bring life back into an old surface. What kind of things you got here?
Well, we've got our exterior finishes here, which is the concrete resurfacing. We've got our interior-exterior, which is our polyaspartic. The versatility of the products is huge. So this one here is our exterior finish with a non-slip. The interior finish is exactly the same product, but it's all hand troweled. So we've got wood looks and we've got stone looks, marble looks and everything. Again, getting back to the interior, we can do granite terrazzo type finishes in non-slip and polished type surfaces as well.
And what about a concrete sort of arm, I suppose? Is that something you offer when you're actually looking at the slab itself?
Yes, it is indeed. Yep.
Well, mate, I'd love to see that in action. Is there anything going on at the moment?
Yep, Forestdale. We've got a job down there, Tim and Dave.
Bit of a drive. I think I can manage it.
Beautiful.
I'll head
Let's
down
go.
now. While we're on the move, I should point out their services include wood looks and stone look finishes. It beats busting your back paving with real rocks, and designs can get quite intricate too. In fact, many creative businesses around town have used Pete's talent to shape giant floor logos and alternative kitchen splashbacks. So this is a bit different again, Tim. What's going on here?
Okay, this is exposed aggregate. A lot of people are going for this look these days because of the different colour matches you can have in the stone, and it's a really fantastic look.
It's like a bit of designer concrete, really,
Yes,
isn't it?
it certainly is.
A little bit of bling. And it actually is going down quite thick, isn't it, Dave?
It does, mate. It goes in about 100 mil thick, and it's reinforced with mesh, which makes it quite strong, quite durable, and it looks great, long-lasting.
But then when your product is servicing the mining industry, like PM Spray-On Paving does, the standard has to be faultless. And I'm not just talking about the materials they choose to use. Their surfaces are anti-skid, they're stain and temperature resistant, and most impressively, their designer range, it's seamless. It's one perfect slab. If you'd like to know anything more, go to pmsprayonpaving.com.au or follow the links from our site. It's realestatewa.tv.
Thanks, Dan. Oh, sorry. Thanks, thanks, Dan. That's great. After the break, I'll be looking at Granny Flats. We're going to look through this one at granny speed. Takes a while. Welcome back to the West Real Estate Program. I'm at Classic Patios and Pools. I'm with Steve. And Steve, we're staying in one of your granny flats. And you know, I had an impression about granny flats that probably wasn't so great. I thought they might have been a little bit pokey. But this feels like a home. It's beautiful.
Yeah, look, they really are a new modern design these days. We like to refer to them as micro homes. We give them ultra-modern interiors, as you can see here.
Oh, the
Beautiful
finishes feel
kitchens.
great. Yeah, it looks really good. And do they come in a standard package, like as 1, 2, 3 bedroom? In those sort of styles?
Yeah, look, we certainly have standard packages of 1, 2 or 3 bedroom designs, but we have clients come to us with plans that they'd like to have in their backyard, and we make it their dream.
Oh, really? I always thought it was, okay, this is what you got, and we'll just plonk it down for you and off-ski. So I can actually design something myself, and you'll build it for me.
Yeah, we quite happily take a lot of our clients' ideas and turn them into their dreams.
I love the way they're finished. You know, they look beautiful. They look solid, like it's here to stay, and the ceiling's been raised into that shape. It makes it feel, well, it just gives it a bit of sense of space, doesn't it?
Yeah, the rake ceilings really do add to the feeling of space in these units and make them a really ultra-modern home.
You're doing a great job, Steve. Come back soon. But first, here's Scott Park with some tips. Allan's there too.
So, you've done all the hard work. You've bought the block of land, you've appointed the right builder. You think everything's done. Well, it isn't. There's still more to consider. And any questions we have, I go to the expert, Scott Park. How are you? Now look, we've got all these things in place. We've got the right builder, we've got the right block of land. Who do we allow to finish it off for us? The home, all the fittings, all the colours, all the paint, all the little bits and pieces, the 101 things we've got to look at. Do we trust the builder to do it? Do we appoint someone else, or do we do it ourselves? Who do we trust?
Look, it's not a matter of trust, I think it's a matter of choice. And it's where if you're going to trust, you trust your own instinct on which way you want to take it. Because you can do either. You can take it where you engage the builder to take it to a handover stage where it's at practical completion, where the water's running, the power is on, house is clean, but the finer, more comforts of life are not yet completed, where there's no floor coverings, there's no window treatments, there's no light fittings, no painting to the walls. Those sorts of things are done after the client takes the home. 9 times out of 10, that's the way it's done. Alternatively, we can be engaged to take it all the way through to 100% complete, being a complete turnkey, where we take care of those last few things, being floor coverings, again, window treatments, etc., including fencing, landscaping. So the choice is completely up to the individual.
Any more questions? There's only one place to go. realestatewa.tv. Scott Park, thank you.
Allan.
HIA, or the Housing Industry Association, are the voice of Australia's home building industry. HIA members include builders, trade contractors, design professionals, kitchen and bathroom specialists, manufacturers and suppliers. HIA WA, the best in the business.
Choosing a new home can say a lot about your style, your personality, and what it is you want out of life. The location alone can mean a huge lifestyle change for you and yours. So it's important to do your research and find out exactly what it is, aside from just the bricks and mortar, that you want. I mean, if you wanted a quiet life on acreage, being woken up by chickens, you wouldn't start your search in the heart of the city, would you? But what if what you wanted was the cosmopolitan life? Central and convenient and truly stylish and chic. We highly recommend you take a look at the brand new Como 171 apartments. A rare new development in an exciting location adjacent to the Preston Street Village and just a few hundred metres from the Swan River.
So these apartments are really well designed. I mean, they're so close to the city as well. Give us a bit of a rundown of the layout.
Okay, Hayley, there's 15 apartments here in total, and that comprises of 1 and 2 bedroom units. Also, we have 2 only 3-bedroom penthouses. In this mixed-use development, there's approximately 280 square metres of commercial office space. So it really is an exciting mixed-use boutique development, only 6 k's from the city, and as we've seen today, any number of cafes, restaurants, some shopping choices as well, and very close to the Perth Zoo, and for those wanting a little extra lifestyle, South Perth foreshore, ferry over to the city.
Now, there's a lot of beautiful homes in this area as well, but I haven't seen any other boutique developments quite like this. Is that what's unique about Como 171?
Yeah, we're finding that our buyer interest is coming from baby boomers want to downsize, looking for that location lifestyle, convenient lifestyle. Also young professionals not wanting to live out in the suburbs.
Now, style-wise, it really keeps up with the beautiful homes of the area. How have you styled it?
Well, we've definitely paid attention to what's happening in the area, and as we've seen today, we needed to take advantage of the fantastic views of both the city and the river. So strategically placing the balconies to take advantage of those views and the northern aspect has been a real highlight.
Now, usually with a stylish development so close to the city and views like this, a hefty price tag usually comes along. So what sort of prices are we looking at?
Well, the good news is we have 1-bedroom apartments from just $465,000 and 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartments from $620,000. And with 9 of the 17 apartments already sold, it shows they've been very well received in terms of both price and product.
So when are we looking at starting building here?
We're anticipating our construction team being on site September of this year, with completion in the second quarter of 2015.
Fabulous, I can't wait to see it finished.
Finding an apartment so close to the city is hard enough, but finding a new home that allows you your space, is stylish, modern, well built and has incredible views of the Swan River for a great price, well, it's near impossible. So whether you're looking to buy and move in or make a sound investment, Como 171 really ticks all the boxes. Apartments like these don't come around very often, so if we've piqued your interest and you think you can see yourself enjoying the fabulous lifestyle that the Como 171 apartments can offer, get in touch with Richard from Celsius Property on 6144 0700 or head to their website at celsiusproperty.com.au.
Welcome back to the West Real Estate Program. Hans is coming up with the wonderful people from 740 Designs, and whilst he's doing that, I'll be doing some deliveries for Classic Patios and Pools. Better get on the job.
Planning is everything. It dictates our successes, our failures, and is an important part of the decision-making process. For instance, this morning I planned to put pants on. A success. And when we plan our homes, we tend to focus too much on the big things, the sizes of the rooms, the placement of the bathrooms, and not enough on the little things, like how many PowerPoints and where you're going to put them. But I have no idea. I pretty much burned myself out on the pants decision, which is why it's so good that there are professionals to help us. I'm talking, of course, about the incredible team at 740 Designs. Now, in the past, we've shown you their amazing interior styling, but today we'll be introducing you to one of their new services at the design stage of your home, so you can live exactly the way you want to in style. And that's exactly why I'm here today, to talk to Alex from 740 Designs about how we can all avoid a lot of headaches in the future by getting the planning done right at the very beginning. Alex, when you're planning a home, surely it can't be that hard. What are the things you need to look out for?
I think often people are more focused on the larger details of the home, such as layout and finishes, and they forget the smaller, more practical details.
Oh, such as?
Such as PowerPoints in bedrooms. People forget that they've got an alarm clock, radio, an iPhone charger and lamps to plug in, which do need more than one PowerPoint.
The whole idea behind the planning service is to ensure your home looks its absolute best and functions well when completely furnished. And for that to happen, you need a trained eye to spot all of the regular pitfalls that we mere mortals commonly fall into. All right, Alex, tell me about this room in here.
This is the master bedroom, and it's a really good example of PowerPoint placement. There's double PowerPoints on the back wall, so both bedsides do have room for all their electricals.
Like iPods, iPads, clock radios, lamps, etc., and it's all plugged in.
Yeah, definitely. And it's quite a large space, so there's another PowerPoint on this wall to make room for either a small TV lounge or study nook.
And there's no extension cords running around the edge, and that's the point.
That's the point.
Another problem that's frequently overlooked is the placement of windows. If you're a fan of your TV, like me, you need to be careful that you don't take up valuable TV real estate on the wall with a big window, or have one facing something you'd prefer your neighbours not to see. Okay, so we've learnt about PowerPoints and where to place them. What about window placement? How is that important?
Well, obviously it's really important with regard to natural light and heating and cooling, but you also must be mindful of your furniture and its placement.
Okay, so what about this room? Now, I notice that there's a window there and there's heaps of natural lighting, but that wall is left blank. Why is that?
Yeah, this room's a really good example of window placement. There is, as you said, a lot of natural light coming in over here, and they have left this wall blank in the family room to allow for a TV unit.
For the telly. As you can see, taking the time to consider how your furniture is going to work once it's finished is completely underrated. You can really make your home by planning appropriately. So when it's time for you to sort out your dream home, you'd better contact the team at 740 Designs. As usual, all the info is up on realestatewa.tv.
For information on all your property needs, whether it be buying, selling or renting, be sure to visit westrealestate.com.au.
It's no secret that we love to follow the seasons here on the program. And why wouldn't we bring you the best products and solutions to help steer you through your property to reflect the current time of year? Swimming pools in summer, landscape gardening in spring, and right now, well, it's all about heaters. And not just any heaters, I've gone to WA's leading supplier, Hearth House, with one very specific goal: to find a wood heater. The best, of course. Now, Matt, this is the mass board. It's another great-looking log fire. These guys have been around for a while, haven't they?
They have. They've been around for 100 years.
So what makes these guys the best?
Their primary feature is their cast iron firebox, and they provide a fan on most of the units.
So would you recommend a fan? Is there a difference?
Absolutely. The fan provides better heat distribution through the house, so you'll have better airflow, better heat.
What about installation? I know you've got an experienced team. Do you recommend having a professional?
Absolutely. We'd recommend installation by a professional, and of course it's one of the things that we offer at Hearth House.
This superior firebox builder has been leading the market in home heating since the 70s. Their designs are innovative and second to none with state-of-the-art technology. Now, being a little bit old-fashioned at heart, I found this very beautiful, very traditional double door design. I think what I really like about it is this kind of wrought iron front grille here. It's just country living. It's rustic in every sense of the word. Now, if you'd like more info, go to hearthhouse.com.au, or you can jump on our site, realestatewa.tv, and follow those links.
After the break, we're back with Steve from Classic Patios and Pools. Patios are going to be around here somewhere. Hard to find. Welcome back. I'm at Classic Patios and Pools. I'm with Steve. Steve, this is one of your patios. Why is your patio better than anyone else's?
Yeah, look, the reason ours are the best, Pete, is because we specialise in aluminium frames, and we also use insulated roofing materials. And as we know, with aluminium, you don't get the corrosion issues that you get with steel frame patios.
You have those screens too, those pull-down screens. I like them.
Yeah, sure. Because we use insulated roofs, it gives the advantage of being able to enclose these units as well, whether it be with blinds or glass, and not get the issues you get with condensation because of the insulation. That heat can really heat up the roofing material, which radiates through to the area you're trying to enjoy, and the insulation stops that transference of heat.
And you get the option of putting some lights in as well, I suppose, given you've got that buffer zone.
Yeah, we can fix lights to the ceiling or frame components or fans or heaters or whatever you need to keep the area comfortable.
Once again, Steve, thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, Pete.
Good on you, mate. Now here's Aaron at HIA.
Today's housing market is constantly changing. and these days includes a lot of manufactured and modular housing. Today we're at the BGC Modular Housing Group's factory, and I'm joined by John Jalavis from the HIA. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, good, Aaron. How are you going?
I'm good, but I want to know, what is modular housing?
Well, modular housing is essentially dwellings that are fabricated in a factory and delivered and installed on site. It's a growing market, and what we're finding is companies like BGC Modular setting up factories in Western Australia and then delivering housing to site and installing them to meet the growing needs of the niche market, but also the growing demands of the West Australian homeowner.
Okay, so what are some of the popular products being offered to consumers?
Well, there's an enormous selection. We're finding there's prefabricated granny flats, single-storey dwellings, double-storey dwellings, and in the renovation market we're seeing second storeys being fabricated in a factory and delivered and lifted into position in one lift on site.
Why is this product becoming so popular?
What we're finding, the concept of fabricating a dwelling and then delivering it onto site really provides a fully functional, cost-effective building solution for the West Australian homeowner, and also improves the overall affordability equation for the West Australian homeowner as well.
Okay, and it's so quick, isn't it?
It is. We've heard even today that a dwelling like this, 40 days.
Thanks, John. I always love your answers. They're very informative. You'd have to agree that modular housing sounds like a great alternative to achieve the dream of owning your very own home. To find out more, go to bgcmodular.com.au, where you can explore a range of modern and practical design options, or contact BGC on 6252 6800.
Thanks, Aaron. Just having a bit of a workout in the chalet. Don't normally pull his face when I work out, but I think it looks funny. That's all we've got time for this week. Thanks for joining us. If you'd like to find out about anything you've seen in today's program, go to the website realestatewa.tv. It's all there. Follow the prompts. Thanks, City Toyota. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.
And that's a wrap.